Welcome back to another cult horror review. We're looking at an unforgettable cult classic horror movie of the 1980s. This is Re-Animator, based off the H.P Lovecraft short story Herbert West Re-Animator, even though there isn't much in common between the two works. After watching it, I consider Re-Animator to be more of an updated version of Frankenstein, in a way. But just before we get going, if there's a cult horror movie you'd like me to review, just leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to never miss out on another bad movie review every Friday and cult horror movie review every Tuesday. The story is about a medical student named Dan and his girlfriend who become roommates with this seriously disturbed other student named Herbert West. And he's not just any weirdo. Herbert West has been working long and hard on a serum meant to revive the dead. He embarks Dan on his journey to perfecting his experiments. The serum doesn't work really well though, because every time someone is reanimated, they go absolutely ballistic and start breaking shit and attacking the characters. I found the introduction to the different people to be a little slow, but once the climax gets going, we're in for one heck of a horror ride. It's very entertaining. There's a good balance of comedy and horror at work. A lot of scenes in this movie made me giggle. It's very silly sometimes, but it's self-aware, which adds to the entertainment value. The opening music parodies the theme song of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, which I found funny and clever. Campy would be a good word to describe this, but in a positive way. For a movie that was produced on a small budget, I think it did things relatively well for the most part. Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West gives a great and unforgettable performance in my mind. He's really the star of the show. He was good at embodying that very kooky and mad scientist persona. Mr. West is really a psychopath, someone who doesn't care about other people, only about his crazy experiments, even if that means killing them in order to advance his research. Another thing that Re-Animator is remembered for are the special effects. It's really bloody. It's not ashamed of showing buckets of blood. Especially during the final scenes, when all of the corpses come back to life, it's a mad show. At one point, you've even got West, who's attacked by an intestine which bursts out of someone's body. There's another reanimated corpse which has its head chopped off, and so the headless body just walks around carrying the still talking head. This movie is not for the faint of heart. There are some cheesy moments, like with the scene where the dead cat is brought back to life a second time. It's obviously a cheap animatronic, and that scene where the corpse places its head inside a tray full of blood is obviously just the actor popping his head out of a table. It reminded me a lot of The Brain That Wouldn't Die, where you see the exact same thing. I was surprised that this film wasn't more of a success when it first came out. I would without a single doubt recommend Re-Animator for any horror fan out there. I had a lot of fun watching it. It's a good horror film and a cult classic of the genre.